said so long, carry on, 'cause the devil wants to take me for a ride.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Get Your Act Together with Mike Bain. I'm here with returning guest and favorite Jason Cordova.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
How you been, man?
I've been good, man. You know, been good. If I'm talking from a life standpoint, I'm pretty good, and then a comedic standpoint, I'm doing even better.
That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Comedy's been real good to me this last couple months. And
What have you been doing?
Everything. I'm any and everywhere, bro. I feel like I got re-hot again. You know that feeling?
Yeah, I feel that right now too.
Like I feel like I got re-hot again. You know what I mean?
It's like when you go to the gym and you finally feel good again and you start getting pussy again.
Yeah.
And you go, I am the motherfucker.
Yeah. That's the only thing that fucked me up this month. Has been so crazy comedic because I've just been doing so many shows that I haven't been able to work out in like 2.5 weeks. And it's just been all drinking and shitty eating. Because, you know, fucking that comedy diet is not made for
real people.
Yeah.
Dude, the comedy diet is just like any blue-collar job diet.
Yeah.
Where it's a bunch of people who live off of energy drinks, gas station food, and fat and Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly, dog. And it's just like, and you know what happens, dog? You know, when you're working out, you just naturally start eating a little bit better.
Yeah, because you care about yourself.
Yeah, because you're like, all right, chill. And then it's just like, it's like a drunk who just has that one drink. You're like, that's exactly how I felt. Like I was eating mad good. I was working out like crazy, right? Because I do the boxing shit. I think I was telling you about. Like I joined like a real boxing gym. Like this dude trains Golden Glove fighters and shit, bro. Yeah. And he lets these guys beat me up all the time, bro. But anyway, that's another fucking story. And it was just like that one day because I like my kryptonite is sugar, bro.
Yeah, sugar's addictive, man.
So I was like, the thing is like I cut it out because I can't manage it. You know what I mean? So
I don't think anyone can manage
that one
sugar,
day.
dude.
One day I ate something that was just like. You know, like sometimes you can eat something and you can lie to yourself that at least it has like protein in it or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've done that before, man. I made some protein pancakes and I filled them with white chocolate chips and coconut, and I ate 8 of them.
Yeah,
I was like, this ain't healthy.
So I've had something, and then it's just a chain reaction of like bullshit. You know what I mean? So it's just I don't know, man. It's just hard. It's hard to maintain both, bro.
It's brutal, man. I've done that. So, what is your like go-to snack? What's your weakness?
My weakness is candy, dog. Like
I do gummy worms.
Exactly, dog. I was literally just think the word, yo, bro. Like if I get, put it this way, bro. I have never in my life like eaten candy and like wrapped it up and saved some for later, dog. Like I'm polishing off the whole pack. Like you know what another thing is like them soft, chewy Chips Ahoy cookies.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll eat a whole pack of those in one sitting easily, bro. Easily, bro, dog.
My favorite is Sour Patch Kids. They make like an industrial bag now of Sour Patch watermelon, and they put a seal up top.
Like you're gonna,
I'm gonna use it. Like,
that's
that's such some bullshit.
The other day I was in the store, right? And they had M&Ms, like you said, they got those ones that are called shareable size. That's just more M&Ms for me to eat. I'm not gonna share it to anybody, bro.
They know exactly what
who
they're
marketing to, dog. So you don't feel like a fat ass. You're like, no, this is the shareable size.
It's like when you
sharing it with myself.
Bud Light had these beers with a screw-on cap, and I'm like, once this is off, it's off. No one is not finishing a Bud Light.
Yeah, exactly.
They're having this and about 15 more of them.
Exactly, with all the caps ripped the fuck up.
It's such a rub in your face.
Yeah,
dude.
just like, don't lie to me. I was actually thinking of this bit the other day. It's just like, I was thinking about getting in shape earlier. I was like, I gotta get back, like starting tomorrow. And I was like, you know what I hate? I hate how the health community lies to fat people.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how they like, instead of just saying this is going to be hard, it's going to suck, it's going to be terrible, you're not going to feel good for most of it. They be like, oh no, you can eat pizza and lose weight. Or you know what you need? You need a Fitbit. Count your steps. Yeah, those steps. I was stepping into a McDonald's also, man. like, what the fuck are you talking about? Steps are not gonna get me where I need to be.
I love the step dudes.
Yeah,
I know. I
the
work with
steppers are the worst people.
So many guys that are like, look how many steps I took, and I go, that's just being a person.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, that's just a day of walking.
That's what
that's not exercise.
Human beings are supposed to move.
Yeah,
that's
not. You're not going closer to your goal. I promise.
Not
you.
at all, dude. Like, it's the lowest common denominator of effort a human being can put in.
You think Beyonce's counting her steps? No, she hasn't had fried chicken in 3 years, dog. That's the step she took. Dog.
That's how Arnold Schwarzenegger got jacked with a step
He's
count.
Just watching his steps, dog.
Oh man. I'll work with dudes like that, and they're like, "Do you see how many steps I took?" And I go, "Yeah, on flat ground."
Right,
man.
you wasn't on an incline
You
or
didn't break
something
a
like
sweat,
that.
nothing, man.
That's exactly what I'd be like, dog. What the fuck, bro?
It's like the least amount. I wish I had known that before, too, because I remember thinking, how do I get in shape with doing nothing?
And that's what every fat person wants to do.
Yeah, it's what every dude wants to do with getting pussy, too.
Yeah.
They go, how do I get good with women without making myself not a loser anymore?
Exactly. Right. It's just like, exactly. Like, how do I get pussy without being fucking charismatic or charming?
Yeah,
or
without
anything?
doing anything.
Yeah.
I was just telling you before, but listeners, I was opening for Shane Gillis this weekend, and someone who was at the show was hanging out, being weird to Shane after, and there were some girls there, and big fat dude, really weird energy, like some dark fucking creepo energy, and the girl, he kept buying these girls tons of drinks. One of them, he was getting wrecked, and he, at one point, like, turned to them. They whenever, like, my cousins were there, my cousins were spitting game with the girls, whenever they would, he would try to insert himself.
Yeah, he would try to bully his way into it.
But physically, because he was a big fat motherfucker, like physically created a wall of his fatness.
Oh, he actually made a barrier.
He physically would like walk in to create a barrier between us and the girls. And at one point the girl goes, "Oh, so what do you do?" And he goes, "Oh, I sit inside and I play Warzone."
Oh yeah, that's gonna get the pussy wet.
And it's like my second time out in a month, and I go, "Dude,
that's your opener?
That's your
that's what you open it with?"
I was like, some dudes really hate pussy. Like, they really...
Like, why don't you just tell a lie? Why didn't you just lie in that situation?
Why don't you just take a picture of a baby's dick and show it to her and go, "This is mine"?
Yeah, right.
Like,
what the fuck is wrong? And it's like, and you know what's funny, dude? It's like, especially a real fat dude. Like, I've been not super fat, but I've been fat. And it's just like, yo, it takes you gotta be a super swagged out nigga to think you're gonna be a fat dude and get a lot of pussy, dog. Like, you gotta be Biggie. You have to. That's the level of swag you have to have. Like, it was like it's not the same like for women. Like, a woman could be fat and somebody will fuck her, dog. You know what I mean?
Oh, like me. It'll be me.
Right.
I've
done it. Who the fuck? Come on, bring it on. But it's just like, but a dude, like every 10 pounds you're out of shape is 5 more pieces of pussy you're not gonna get.
That's a good correlation.
You know what I'm saying? That like it's just like, that's just how it is, bro. That's how men are not treated on the same scale in the sexual realm as women.
No.
And guys who like, and this is what is crazy with this fucking like body positivity. You don't really see guys on that because they know like the results are, you live the results of being fat every day as a man. You get tired faster. You're not fucking as much. You get tired while you're fucking. Yep. Like, it's just like, I don't care. I'm not going to force women to try to say, "Oh yeah, you should look at me as sexy." Like, no, I'm not getting pussy. What do I have to do to get this pussy? Dude, if I got to do push-ups, then that's what you should do to get pussy. Gotta do.
As a guy who's been fat before, there's that, like, I think more than anything, more than the titty meat that you get, more than the man boob, more than the belly, you get some fat at the base of your dick, and it's just it's the worst. And you know you're losing bits of it.
You gotta do some dick ups.
Yeah, you're like, dude, I'm losing a quarter of an inch, a third of an inch to this
just to host this cupcake.
Just like the little base fat. And you go to like hook up with a girl and she pushes down there. And you're like, oh man, no. That is the wake up call every fucking time, is the base of the dick fat.
Oh man, you getting that beef fat, dog.
Dude, like, because girls will get get the fupa,
Yeah.
the fat upper pussy area.
But we'll dig into some pussy. We'll dig until we find the pussy.
I've lifted, man. There's times where like it's like I feel like an archaeologist, man. I am Nicolas Cage looking for the Declaration of Independence, and I will lift this thing up.
Right.
And do you ever do the lift? Like you give one of these and you get.
You know, it's funny when you're fucking like a real big bitch. It's just like, cause you know, like you be like, it's so sometimes it's like so much effort just to even get the sex started. You know, cause like. No, you fucking a girl who's bigger. Like you can't move her around like you would a petite bitch. You know,
it's fun when you try to.
Yeah,
I've tried to
and
like.
just like no.
I've tried to like had a big girl and grabbed her and like I'm gonna pull you and then
hurt your back or some shit.
She knew I fucked my back.
It's like, but it's like it's whatever. But it's like sometimes you be fucking a bitch who's like that big. Super big, and you be like, damn, this is a big bitch. You know, and like while you're fucking, you're like, god damn, like, you know, you ever fuck like one of them fat bitches? They're so fat they don't even want to take their shirt off.
Yes, they're so. Yes, it's the worst.
Because it's like even though you're fat, I'd still like to see a fat tit. You know what I'm saying?
It drives me nuts, and I try and make them feel as confident.
Like we're already doing the thing. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want? Like, where's this like low self-esteem coming at this point? You know what I mean?
I've been through this with girls, and I always go, you can relax.
Right,
it's okay.
Chill the fuck out.
I know what I'm doing. What do you?
I'm like, it's not a secret. Dog. Yeah, it's not a fucking secret.
And guess what? I don't fucking care. Yeah. Okay, so I don't care.
If I cared, I wouldn't be here right now.
I don't. There's no hurt in my swag.
Right.
Rock who you are.
Yeah.
Like if I'm with a big girl who rocks it, I don't. You know, no, I don't give a fuck no matter what.
Fuck, man.
But it's like women, when you're self-conscious, think about when a chick meets a guy who's self-conscious. It's like, I play Warzone every day except for 2 nights. And it's like, all right, pussy wet.
Yeah.
Pussy, is not wet, right?
Yeah.
When a chick is like hiding or like keeping a shit, I'm like, dude.
Come on, man. What are we doing here?
You just let me nut in you,
yeah,
okay?
Right.
There's no barriers between us.
It's over.
You don't get to do this, like, keep it on, just take it off.
Yeah, you don't get to keep this much of your respect. You know what I'm saying? Either we're going all the way or nothing. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like when I was one of those fat dudes who wore his shirt at the beach or at a pool.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like when your cousin's gay and everyone knows, but your aunts or uncles are still pretending. Like he's gonna find a girlfriend sooner or later, and you go, not. That's what the shirt is for fat people. That's in the closet for fat people. Like I can't see.
That's a perfect way.
I can't see your sweaty titty right now. I know what's under that.
And it'd be funny, like when you're at the beach, especially like when you got your shirt on, and then you be like. You'll see somebody who's even fatter than you with their shirt off, and you're like, why don't I have that confidence that guy has? Why am I not that guy?
Why can't I be the cool fat dude? Like, it's bad enough I'm fat, but I'm fat and I'm a loser fat guy.
At least be cool fat.
That's how I motivate myself. Yeah. Whenever I see someone in a worse position than me, who's more cocky or confident, when I was a kid, and I was too much of a pussy to go on a water slide or a roller coaster, I would sit there with my dad and I would watch. He would point out. I credit him. He'd go, hey, Mike, see that little girl? Yeah, she's doing it and you're not. And I go, and I just watch like a little 8-year-old girl go
down a water slide.
And I'm 12 and I go, I have to do it.
Yeah.
That is what forced me to get courage.
Yeah, exactly.
Was always seeing someone in a worse situation getting better.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, man, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
That's the motivation you need.
You do need that. You need classic motivation.
It's not the guy who's just jacked that motivates you.
No.
It's the fat motherfucker who was worse than you, who got better than you, that motivates
motivation usually doesn't come from the position you want to be in. It's a position you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, dog? That's where motivation really comes from, dog. You know what I mean? It's just like everybody it's like everybody wants to be Jay-Z, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to be Memphis Bleak. You know what I'm saying? It's just like...
What's funny, though, is when you find out that you're someone else's lower position.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've had that happen to me.
When you hear somebody's barometer of losing them?
Yes. I've been that dude for a lot of people because I used to be fat. I used to suck with women. I used to have no confidence, right? And I was just telling you guys about, like, dude, when I was in college, I was a virgin. I couldn't get laid.
Yeah, I remember you told me that last time. I still can't believe that shit.
Dude, I was terrible. I had been fat my whole life. And then I went to college. I lost weight. But all my dudes... Like I would tell people I was a virgin, and it haunted me.
Why the fuck they do it as a joke?
Assholes.
Oh, because they're guys.
That's why. Because they're dudes. And my friend would.
That's funny.
My friend Ben would go, "Dude, I'm helping you," and I go, "This
You're
doesn't
not helping
help
me, dog.
This doesn't help."
You know what's so funny about like high school, college? That's like when people start fucking. But it's so funny, even though everybody is fucking a novice and fucking green when it comes to that realm. They still like want a professional though. You know what I mean? It's just like nobody like we're already inexperienced. We don't need two inexperienced people here, dog. You know what I mean? It's like I remember like in my younger days when I lost my virginity. I was 14, and I remember my first piece of ghetto confident pussy, bro. Yeah, like that girl who just probably started fucking when she was like too young, but now she's like She actually is like levels above you, and it's just like, yo, this is fucking crazy. Like this girl knows what the fuck she's doing.
They act so unfazed.
Oh my god, bro! And they threaten you, and they try to beat your spirit before they even give you the pussy and shit.
Yes, I've been with girls like that, dude. They try and punk you. They try and flex on you with their pussy.
Yeah, that pussy flex is a no different type of flex. And it's funny, it's like as a guy, you always gotta look like ice cold on the surface, but inside your heart's pumping. You're like, yo, I gotta lay this dick down.
Oh, dude. I've done that where I'm like, whatever, you ain't shit. But inside, I'm like,
those are those fucking
what
times.
If my dick don't work?
You came right there. Those are them fucking times where you get so nervous and your dick won't get hard, bro. You know what I mean? And then it's like, when your dick doesn't, I said this on the last time, it's like quicksand, bro. You know what I mean? Because the more you think about it, the more it's not happening. The more you tell yourself to not think about it, the more you're thinking about it, and it just falls deeper and deeper. And when you're right there with a girl who wants to fuck you, who's willing to fuck you, and you got to just tap out and say it's not gonna happen. Yeah, that's a defeated. That's gonna stay with you for a couple days, bare minimum. But
some of those will stick with you for years.
Yeah, yo, this girl's like. Who I fucking got defeated by I'm like, I wish I just had another chance today to show her how much of I
had that too.
To redeem myself.
So when I was in school, as I was saying, there was this one chick who was a complete whore, man. Like we knew a lot of whores, but this girl was running through every crew of dudes, everyone in the fraternity. Dudes would come up from the city and have their every single one, and the nasty dudes like the older dude, the guy who came to college at 28, the dirty like hippies, everyone, the guy didn't wash himself, but she had a barometer, and it was me. Oh, I was the one dude. She wouldn't
barometer.
Yeah, she had I was her slut barometer.
That was the point she won't go below.
She had this meter in her head. Like, I will do anything for anyone.
Except for Mike
if
Bain.
I fuck Mike Bain, I've gone too low. Dude, it killed me, man. Oh, you have no idea how much that hurt me, dude. Like, it fucked me up, dude.
That would fuck anybody up, bro.
I was like, I'm watching at parties the dude she's going home with, and I was like, oh my God.
And I can't, like.
And I was like, that like held me down for like an extra year or two.
That would fuck you up, bro, easily. Man.
Being that person's barometer is like being someone's rock bottom.
Is fucking terrible, bro. Terrible.
That's a motherfucker.
I remember fucking like, this is back when I was like in my middle school era when I was like a chunky kid. All I had was being funny. That's all I had at the time of my life. And my friends were like all like athlete. Like my one boy, he was a straight athlete. My other boy was that dude who was just like in shape, just naturally. Like, and he was just like cut up and shit. And this like, all these dudes was like getting all these. I was always around, but none of the girls would be fucking with me, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember like we was on my boy's porch, right? And they was all like, you know, they're on this side, one on that side, they all giggling at each other, like, oh, go sit on his lap, go sit on his lap, go give him a kiss. And everybody was getting all this action except for me.
I've been there,
and
dude.
this girl, she's just like, no, I don't want to touch Jason. Like, I'm like, fuck you, bitch.
Dude, oh God, it's so crushing. I've been in that exact same experience where you're with a crew of dudes and they're trying to get some, and
they're getting farther than you ever will at that time.
I've realized as I get better too, as I'm getting more successful as a person, just as a mental, physical.
When you just become more of yourself and confident in yourself. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
There's people that are watching you, and you realize instead of just seeing you get better and be like, "Fuck, if he can do it, I can do it." Right? Which even fine, go ahead, think that, because I've had a lot of dudes over the years think that who saw me getting into comedy, and they go, "Oh, I'm gonna get into comedy." And
bro,
I know what you're thinking. Oh, Bain can do it, I can do it.
Exactly.
But you didn't. None of them did it. None of them even.
It's funny you say that, because that same thing just kind of happened to me recently. Like, one of my friends pretty much came out to me and said he was just jealous of me.
Like, at least he's honest, man. I give that credit.
But it's just like, bro, and this is my whole thing about it, is like, bro, this was my dream since I was in high school.
Yeah.
I knew at some point I was writing jokes. They were terrible at the time. I knew eventually I was going to try this shit, right? This was my dream, dog. You know what I mean? I got into it. Lucky for me, I excelled, and I had the willingness and the drive to stick with it for like 10 plus years now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you going to sit here and tell me you're jealous of my dream because this isn't your dream, bro. You know what I mean? You just see me do it, and because you're at arm's length away, you think you can do it too. You know what I mean? It's just like, bro, like, go find your thing, dog. You know what I mean? And it's like, and people who don't know the grind of what you do in anything in life, it's like, bro, this shit was not given to me, dog.
No, it was not.
It was, I wish somebody would have given me something in this fucking, I'm just going to stick with comedy game, bro.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would just give me something, because, bro, how many fucking times, bro, how many fucking, bullshit shows you drove to, how many fucking tickets you got, how many boots on your car you got because you couldn't pay for those tickets, how many fucking miles you put on your shitty car you had, bro, how many fucking wasted, how many times you didn't get to go have fun with your friends that you really wanted to because you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do this fucking bar show and there's 3 people in here, dog. Like, dude, how many fucking times you got them no's, how many times you got those fucking times when it's just like, when you have to, the only thing keeping you going is your own energy. It's not even the success. It's your own, because you're getting so many no's. You know, you go through those phases where like, I'm better than this motherfucker, but they're getting this shit. And it's like, yo, I've been doing this shit for a minute. And then, you know, like the last thing with the headliner shit at Nick, shout out to Nick's for letting me headline 2 days ago or whenever you post this. And it's just like that. This is just a stepping stone to where I'm trying to go. It feels good to see your name on a marquee and shit like that. But it's just like, bro, this shit ain't magic, bro. Like,
it's not.
It was not magic, bro. Like, I've been through a lot of shit, bro. I've gotten denied so many times in this game, bro. Denied from people who shouldn't even have the gall to deny me, bro. You know what I mean? So it's just like, what the fuck do you want? You want me to say I'm sorry for working?
Yeah. I'm sorry my life got better through hard work and determination.
And it's like, I hate that shit. I hate, like, me and my friend always say, I hate people who want hard work results without doing hard work, bro. Like, I didn't fucking haphazardly just get lucky. This isn't a lottery I'm playing, bro. This is just a fucking grind that I've been on for a minute. And it's just like, the thing, especially, this is what I always hate, especially with comedy, is because you're being funny. So people, like, I don't know, like, they think there's no work involved with it. Cause you're being, I guess they think you're like a clown or something. You know what I mean? This is like, bro, but I have to work at being funny. You have to.
Yeah, it's work. And it comes, I can honestly say right now on stage, I'm the funniest and most confident I've ever been.
Set facts. Same thing with me.
And it was after not performing for over a year.
Yeah.
And what it honestly was just me losing everything in my life.
Yeah. My
career, family members, my purpose. I lost everything. And that's what it took.
It shedded your ego.
For me to get better. That's all. Well, you know, it wasn't even I already got rid of my ego. Yeah. It was me realizing in the grand scheme of life, once I can take comedy that I put on a pedestal, just like with pussy, I stop putting you on a pedestal and I go, you're just a thing I fucking do. You're a thing I care about. I want to succeed in. But in the grand scheme of my life, you're just another thing.
Right.
And that's when I could just let go and stop. It's just like when you date a girl, you put her on a pedestal, you ruin the relationship.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's just that's a perfect analogy for it. It's just like you said, like it was like your whole life, and then you didn't get to do it for 16 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, and it's like with me, it was like before the pandemic, I had a nice trajectory going. I had a lot of things, and the pandemic shut me down. And I told myself when this thing comes back, I'm never gonna take it like I own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't own this thing.
Yeah,
so
I'm
gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna just work as hard as I fucking can, and it paid off, bro. It's paying off. You know what I mean? And I'm nowhere. And the funny thing is, like, when I see my friends who are jealous of me, sometimes it's like I'm not even nowhere near where I actually want to be, bro. You know what I'm just like kind of getting a little something. You know what I mean, bro, dog? Like, and it's like, but outside looking in, they think like, oh, this fucking dude is like, I'm no, bro.
Even I'll get that when I look at bigger comics and I realize you're going through the same shit I am too. You're still worried about getting people in seats and how much money you're gonna make.
Exactly.
Nothing's really changed, man.
It's just like, it's just the stakes get a little higher.
That's all it is.
You know what I mean? Instead of you trying to fill 100 seats, now you're trying to fill 300 seats. Then you're trying to fill 1,000 seats. But it's like
exact same fucking game.
It's the same fucking game, and it's like, and then you still got to be funny.
You still got to be funny.
That's the thing. That's what was fucking me up the whole fucking, like, maybe not the whole month, because I lined up so many shows. So I was like, let me just get my act together. Boom, boom, boom. But this is like, you know, as you get closer to that big date, that was a big date for me. You know, you start getting nervous. You start overthinking shit. Like, is this shit even going to be funny? And then it's like, my family, my friends are coming. Are they going to think I'm funny because they even seen me doing this for years? Are they going to think I'm a fucking bullshit? Like, I've been wasting my fucking time. And luckily for me, it was like, bro, I couldn't ask for anything more on honestly, that might have been one of the best comedy nights I ever had in my
Good
fucking
shit,
life.
man. Congratulations.
Bro, it was like, thanks. It was just like, I sold a bunch of tickets. A lot of people showed out for me. A lot of people, like family, friends, and I murdered the shit, bro. You know what I mean? And it's like, I didn't have to change anything. I did my set how I do it, and they just all fucked with it. You know what I mean? Like people from work, old white dudes I know who fucking from my job that came, dog. Like it was just like all my fucking. It was like a majority black crowd because, you know, a lot of my people came out. It was just dope, bro. You know what I mean? And after the thing, went to my boy's house. We all got drunk and smoked weed till 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was just like, it was dope, bro. You know what I mean?
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
And I mean, most people will support you, but there's always that one motherfucker who I'm jealous. And you go,
of what? Of me?
Why'd you put this on me, man?
Yeah. Like that, and that's what I was saying. It's like now you're making it my problem. I hate that shit, bro.
I've had people do that where, and I try and put it in perspective. I've had people be like, "Oh, dude, I'm jealous, man. You're single and you're doing your thing." And I was like, "Dude, you got like you got a great woman and a family and a house and a career. I'm jealous of what you got,
right.
Dude. Like everyone's jealous of something, man.
Yeah, everybody got their own thing that they're progressing at, and something like, you know what I mean? Like some people get to do things that I don't get to do, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that, but I'm not gonna be mad at you for living your life. But the thing about me, what I always notice a lot of people is when they're shining, they don't take a second to look at people who are in the shadows.
No.
But when they're in the shadow, now for people who are shining they're doing something wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like I don't believe in that, bro. Everybody got their time. And it's like I said, I worked hard. You're not gonna make me feel bad about working hard, bro.
You can't take this away from
me. Yeah,
me.
like you're not gonna.
I'm your fucking barometer.
Yeah,
of loserdom.
Yeah,
I've realized I've been that for like quite a few people over the years.
That's just so funny to me.
It's such a weird thing when you find out too.
Yeah,
I've had it with workers, with people throughout life, and where I'll be like, oh, I want to leave. I want to go do this. I want to do that, and they go, nah, you don't want to do that. And I go, fuck you, I don't.
Yeah, it's just like they project their fears on you.
Exactly.
And I was actually saying that to my boys because I was drunk and high and happy as fuck after the show. So I'm like chilling with like my cousins I ain't seen in years and all that. And I tell them I was like, Like I don't got this whole thing figured out. I mean, I know I got a poise about me, and it kind of looks like I'm going crazy in my mind, just like every fucking body in the fucking world. But it's just like I tell people, the one thing I don't live my life with fear. Like when you, because I know what it feels like for fear to consume you, bro. It'll ruin your life. It'll make you depressed. It'll make you just scared to just do anything, bro. So I got to a point in my life where my life was so fucking shitty that I was like, the only thing for me to do is to just not be fearful at this point. Because it's like, all right, everything else sucks. What do I have to fucking lose? And then once you have a mentality of what I got to lose, even when you got shit to lose, you still got that energy to fucking keep you going and shit. You know what I mean? So it's just fear. I just like, I remember like years ago, I had this white teacher. He was our English teacher, but he was a very real dude, man. He was just like, you know them teachers that talk to you like a person and not like they're your teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was that guy, and he didn't even teach us English after a while. He was just teaching us philosophy. He's like, y'all in 11th grade. You know how to write. You know how to like, I don't need to teach y'all this shit in 11th fucking grade.
I don't teach how to spell.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm a teacher, and he used to like do these long segments on fear. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this dude? But like, now I understand it now. He's like, yo, fear is just like, it's just a terrible thing to have in your life, bro. You know what I mean? A little bit of fear to like make you not do something reckless, right? But just to live and consumed in fear, bro, it's a terrible way to fucking live. And I see there are people who are like, got more money than me and you put together, and they're still living a life in fucking fear, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I know fearful people when I meet them, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It comes off of them.
Yeah.
It's, as they said in Dune, fear's the mind killer.
Yeah.
You know, it nerfs your fucking brain, man.
Yeah.
I know that one the hard way. And that's all I had for me was tenacity.
That's it.
Yeah. It's like, I remember I played lacrosse in high school, and I was not an athlete.
Yeah.
I was in no way an athlete, and me and a bunch of other dudes signed up for this lacrosse team because Boston Public Schools never had a lacrosse team.
Yeah, of course.
So they went to every school to get one, and they'd send us out to the burbs to play against these rich schools
who actually had
lacrosse
teams.
We would show up, and they would have lockers, and we'd walk down a hallway, and there's pictures of generations of people. Here's the shooting club. We've had a shooting club since 1865, and here's the crew team, and these looked like colleges, man. These were nicer than my college.
Right.
And then we'd show up all raggedy and dirty, bunch of dudes from the inner city, and
thinking y'all about to compete.
And we get smoked. They smoked us.
Of course y'all did.
I remember a bunch of dudes signed up with me, and they all quit, and I was the last dude. And I wasn't good. I just wouldn't quit.
Just didn't give
I
up.
just refused, and it hurt. It sucked. I barely got any playtime. I was fat. I was out of shape.
Yeah.
I remember another dude in my class going, "Why don't you just quit?" And I go, Oh, that's what this is, huh?
Yeah.
You're mad that fat Mike Bain's still doing it.
Quit,
yeah. Well, I am, motherfucker, and I ain't gonna stop. That's all you can do.
And it's funny when you're running a race and people like they're done. They want you to like not run. They want you to quit the race too, so they feel good about themselves, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm still in this fucking game, bro. You know what I mean?
Dude, we used to practice at UMass Boston, and they had us jog around the campus, and I was fat, I was slow, and I was the last kid on the team. Mm-hmm. And the coaches were in a car driving behind me, and eventually they were crawling so slow in the car they just had to drive around me.
Yeah.
And there was one kid in front of me who was just lazy, and he was just taking his time. He didn't want to run. But every now and then, when he would turn around, he would see that I gained,
getting closer on him.
And then he would step up a little, and he just used me as his fucking
barometer for loserdom.
And then I got, you know what? The coaches at the end, when I finally got there, made the team run out and cheer me on as I got to the end. Which was a nice feeling. I'm being honest.
Yeah. It's just like, but it's just like, and that's what, and you having a struggle to get where you at. It did more for you than you just naturally being good from the gate.
I made so much. It was so much better.
Exactly, and it's like, bro, like, fucking, you know how it is. We started comedy pretty much the same year.
Yeah, we did.
Bro, we sucked. Even though we were like probably better than most people, like we was like had a little bit of something in there, you know what I mean? But we sucked. We thought we was good. You watch a tape from your first 2 years.
I have a bunch. I have a ton, dude.
Bro. I think was like 2 years ago I watched one, bro. I can't even watch this shit,
I was
bro.
such an cocky little cunt.
Oh my God, bro. And it's because you're just so excited you're doing this shit, bro. You know what I mean?
treated a 5-minute guest spot like I was headlining.
Like you was the shit, right?
I would stroll in like my dick was all big, like,
oh man.
And then sometimes not even do well.
Bro, I remember, bro, when I couldn't get through 5 minutes, bro. I used to run off the stage after 3.5, 4 all the time, bro. And I would still think I was the shit.
You know what it was? I realized when I started off, I had funny, right?
Yeah.
And I was doing well. And I finally realized this. I wasn't into the politics of the scene.
Yeah.
And once I got into it, and this is how you get booked, and you can't say this, I got in my own head and I self-censored myself as to my material.
Say it again.
Like I got into my own head about, if I perform or say this, I'm not going to get booked.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And that kind of, I would push it, but it held me down. And then I realized, when I first started, I didn't care. Because I didn't care about comedy as a career. I didn't care about any of it.
You were just doing your thing.
And I finally got that back where I don't
That's the same shit.
care anymore.
Bro, and it's just like, it was like fucking on this, when I was on stage on on Friday when I was headlining, and like, I got my jokes about fucking gay people, lesbian people, transgender, and it's like, yo, bro, I'm just doing my jokes. They're jokes. Yeah. What do you want me to do? Everybody's laughing. This is my job. Like, it's just like, bro, obviously this is what comedy is, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, when you tell a joke about anything, it doesn't take the seriousness out of the issue. Yeah. I tell a joke about race. Is racism still not a terrible problem in America?
Did it just go away?
Did me making this little lighthearted joke about it mean that fucking Sandra Bland didn't still just happen? You know what I mean? Like, no, it's just like same thing where I don't feel like people should take themselves to a point where they're so serious where they can't even not be serious about something that makes sense. Like, yo, life is fucking crazy. If you're serious and like so about my thing all the time, you're gonna go fucking nuts, bro. You know what I mean? Like, relax a little bit,
dude. People gotta unwind, man.
And like that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, this world, like, when do we become this? We're like, let's get back to arrogant Americans.
Yes.
Let's get back to being arrogant Americans, please.
Dude, that's why I don't really have an issue with the Paul brothers, because I think they're a good example of what America is and should be. Right. Which is just a cocky fucking prick. Who's just like, I'm the shit, whatever. I'm rich.
Because I think I'm the shit. Not even like I do the shit.
And everyone gets mad at him, and I'm like, just don't watch him, dude.
Bro, it's like I always use this analogy, bro. All right. If you go to a restaurant, right? You order a steak. You're like, I can't wait. This steak tastes like ass. Don't eat at that restaurant no more. That's all you got to do. This shit sucks. I'm not coming back here anymore. You're not immune. You're not immune to life, and I hate people who think that. Like, you're gonna have bad experiences. Somebody's gonna say something that's not, you don't necessarily agree with. That might even make you feel some type of way. That's part of life. That's part of growing up. Like, I did a joke about lesbians. Bro, it's the most lighthearted, stupid, funny joke, right? People in the audience who came to see me, who I know personally, are lesbians. But it's like, I'm still going to tell this joke. You know what I mean? Like, this is a joke I tell. What the fuck you want me to do? Like, people are going to say things. People say things that offend me all the time. Bro, I work with fucking Trump supporters, dog. What the fuck? You think I don't hear crazy shit at work sometimes, bro? Mm-hmm. What am I gonna do? Flip out every fucking time I hear fucking somebody say something crazy?
That's a lot of fucking energy to be pissed off.
All the time. This is why I don't understand like some of these like groups. I hate the word even group now because there's just so many of them, bro.
Yeah,
it's just like
you're gonna keep a Rolodex.
It's just like y'all really gonna just sit here and have a big angry mob. Fucking, this is what y'all did on Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a lot of effort.
But my thing is like, all right, when I be seeing like these marches, right? Mm-hmm. I'd be like, did this accomplish anything? Did this change anything? Did policies change, or did y'all just yell in the middle of the street for 6 hours?
Did you? How many lives were saved by breaking a Starbucks window?
Right, dog. Like, what the fuck are we even doing anymore, bro? Nobody knows what they're doing. But we live in a world where everybody has to pretend like they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's what I hate. Like, there's no room for error anymore. People can't be like, you know what? I fucked up. Maybe I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. You know what I mean?
Dude, in New York City, when you're on Tinder and dating profiles, girls put their protest pictures in there as a way to
lure people in.
I don't know. It's what they think. American women feel the need to force a sense of substance in their dating profiles. And
why can't you just be dating?
Yeah. Just
why can't we just do the thing we're doing?
Yes, exactly. Americans love to pretend like I'm here for some reason other than fucking.
Yeah, it's just like, that's why I can't stand people. Like, everybody like has to feel like they like the capo, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, bro, like, you're on a dating site. Go have sex with people.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your
like,
ideas of the economy.
Like, yeah, do you think, right? If I'm fucking, do you think if I got a girl in the bed, my dick's rock fucking hard, I'm ready to fuck, and she tells me she's a fucking feminist, you think that's gonna stop me from fucking that girl? She could tell me she's a Nazi at that point, and I still would probably fuck. You know what I'm saying?
There's honestly just about nothing she could say that would
fucking tell you. It's just like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, people like in this, and it's like Louis C.K. I know people hate him. But he had this underground set that never made it. If you go on YouTube, you can listen to it. He had this fucking joke about how 20-year-olds are wasting their 20s.
Yeah.
By being so fucking...
By being adults, dude.
Bro, what? And this is what I understand about this is why your 20s are so beautiful. Like, on the grand scheme. It's not the best time of your life, but it's the best time of your life in a sense that you get to be stupid and for years at a time. You get the fuck up. Like, this is why I say, like, when you see these people, like, in college, like, you know who you are at 20? That's amazing, because I didn't know who the fuck I was at 20.
No idea.
People, like, you meet, and it's funny, I was talking to my friend about this the other day. You remember when you was a kid, and as a kid, you just assumed adults, like, had their shit together?
Yeah. I thought that about my parents, too.
Bro.
And now I realized you guys don't know. I'm like, I'm going through their finances. I was like, oh, we're fucked up, dude.
Bro. Now when you're an adult and you just interact with people at work, at the coffee shop, at the park, you realize people are fucking nuts, bro.
You realize I took advice from these people.
Yo, dog, like, and you thought they knew what the fuck they were talking about. So why? And it's like, so it's like this. All right, me, I'm 32. I'm gonna listen to some 20-year-old tell me what the fuck I should be thinking. Fuck you, you're 20. Dude, you don't even pay your own cell phone bill. Yeah, and I'm supposed to take advice from you because you got this whole shit figured out.
You don't pay taxes.
But you want to say fucking tax the rich.
Dude.
But you don't even. And it's funny. People are so stupid. Rich people don't pay taxes. Rich people don't pay taxes. What are you taxing?
Yeah. The dude's found his way out of an income tax.
Yeah, dog. Like, what the fuck? This is why when you always see these rich people and they always like, well, let's see his income taxes. He doesn't have them. That's why he can't pull them up, dog. You think he wouldn't rather just pull these shits up if he had them so this news story could go away next week? He doesn't have any, dog.
Dude, 90% of like a rich person's time or a corporation's time is spent making sure they don't pay taxes.
Bro, they got whole legal teams based on that.
Yeah, there are most accountants in the world. Their job is just to make sure that that for someone else doesn't pay the taxes. Yeah. That's all it is. And I've met people who are comics. I remember taking an accounting class with someone who I go, "You're all progressive and shit online. Now I'm listening to you here about how you don't want to pay taxes." Like, what the fuck is this? It's so many comics I know who spout that game and really talk the talk of like hyper semi-Marxist shit, man, like communist shit. And then they're giving me info on how to deduct from my taxes. Right. And I go, what the fuck is this, man?
Yo.
You phony.
Yeah, that super bullshit is just bullshit. Yo, I fucking what the hell was I? I was in fucking I don't know what I was like. I was like, I seen some super woke comedy the other day. Yeah. It was just garbage, bro.
It's cringy, isn't it?
It's just like, it's what's his name? I did my podcast with Alan Fitzgerald, and I love that. It's called Clafter. You know what Clafter is?
Yes, I got that. I've had that before, and like I used to see that all the time in Brooklyn, and that's when, for those listening, instead of an audience laughing at a joke, they clap.
They want them to clap in their ID, like it's like
sometimes
like,
they snap fingers.
Yeah, it's sometimes it'll be like you'll see a comic, right? You'll go in there and they'll not open it. You start, hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. You get into your shit. They open it. Well, I'm a lesbian. You be like that. Round
of applause.
Okay, yeah.
I've watched a girl do that, where she came on stage and she just said, this was when Trump was president in New York. She goes, I think Trump is an asshole. And the audience just sat there and she goes, that usually gets a round of applause. And
she was expecting it. She thought she was
said
owed
that
it.
to them.
Yeah.
And I was so blown away.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, and she's a writer for a certain TV show.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I was like, I wish I had those balls to think I'm just owed that shit.
And it's like, this is what happens when you don't do the work.
Yeah.
Cause bro, like when you do comedy, right? And especially like in your earlier years, I would say, and when you don't have like poise to handle silence and all that other
criticism.
Dumb shit. Yeah. And it's like, and then what it is, like what like was a real staple me in comedy. When you'll do a set and your best joke gets crickets. Mm-hmm. And you're not built to handle that shit, bro. That's when I realized I was not owed anything on stage, bro.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, it's just like, and that's what it is, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just hate people who think they're just owed something, and that's just in life.
The criticism doesn't bother me anymore. I told you I did a set and a girl went up after me and said and just
she shit on you for 3
about
minutes.
how I hate women.
And that's such an easy thing to say about somebody. Oh, he hates women because I said a critique about women.
Yeah, I was talking about women. And it's funny.
But they can go up there and say anything they want about men.
Yeah, and
men suck. That's why I fucking have that whole joke. I'm like, y'all hate men now.
It didn't bother me.
Yeah, I don't care.
Nonchalant. I was like, I got in your head enough to waste your time, which I wasn't even
trying
to
do. Talking about me.
But also, I was like, God, do I hate women? No, a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. But it's just like, you know what it is? I was actually trying to work this in their set. I was thinking about the other day. It's just like, it's so funny with me where it's just like, like women, like the whole energy of like right now, especially in America, is women get to say men suck. They all suck. Y'all are bad. But it's like, y'all suck too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We all suck.
We all suck.
Men and women suck.
You bitches are out there working as teachers, fucking kids, okay? Right? Like, what is this? Every day I turn on the news, some woman is fucking a 14-year-old kid.
Multiple 14-year-old kids, dog.
Right? And then acting all surprised when she gets snitched out.
Yeah.
And do we say yes, all women?
Yeah.
Is that something we do?
Right.
No, we go, I wish that woman was my teacher.
Right,
That's what we
exactly.
say. That's what we say.
Exactly.
I never go yes, all women, because I know plenty of teachers ain't fucking kids. None of mine will.
Right.
Well, one of the guys I found out later on ended up marrying a girl who was in my high school.
What? A teacher?
Yeah.
Wow. So it means he was fucking in high school.
Probably. I think so. It had to have been. That's some weird shit.
You know when like it blows my mind. You know when you see something that you know is wrong, right?
Yeah.
And then people just make a life around something that's just. I always think that's like kind of weird, bro. Like when it was like there was a big like case like that like actually more than a couple years ago where the lady was fucking a kid. He should have been fucking him like when he was real young. She did the time, and then they got out, and then they got married.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She was a teacher from Southern California.
Yep. And
they made a movie about it.
They did?
Yeah, they
did.
did.
Shit, I gotta see that movie.
It's such a weird and awkward sex scene in the movie too.
It's fucking crazy. Cause you gotta think like, if your teacher like when you're 12, 13 fucks you, that's gonna like kind of like be your. Like what you think it, and then they can manipulate your weak mind.
Yeah, they can.
They can make you think you're in love with her. She's fucking you when you're 14.
That would ruin me because I would think I'm the shit.
Right.
And then later on I go and date women. They'd be like, you ain't shit. And I go, oh.
It's kind of like it's kind of like when you're young and you watch porn and you think that's what sex is.
Yeah.
and it's so not that.
Dude, that's what Hollywood does to life, right? Like you watch a movie and you go, "Oh, that's gonna be me someday," and then you grow up and you go, "I'm just working at Olive Garden. I'm not going back to the future.
Right.
I'm not piloting an X-wing. Right. I'm just a dude with bills and fears and anxieties."
At a barista.
I think that's where people get hyper depressed, is because we allow Hollywood and social media to think that we're all going to be superstars and millionaires.
Bro,
and then life hits you, and instead of just going, "Oh, I've been lied to, what I got to adjust to this," they go and they find someone else to attack.
And you know what's funny, dog? I was thinking this just to myself earlier today. I said, you know what the fucking, in social media, I always say, because it's just it's a double entendre and shit, where it's I'm sick of people just motivating people, right? But what they really need to tell people is, like, you have to execute. It's not just about feeling like you can do something.
Yeah.
It's so much, it's the work. All right, there's people who fucking do amazing things that aren't motivated to do it. Mm-hmm. You think the people who built the pyramids were motivated to do that shit?
Motivated with a whip.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, I'm sick of just people just trying to like promote motivation all the time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a part of it, but there's gonna be times when you're not motivated and you still have to execute. You still have to do the thing that you want to do.
It's the people who say you can manifest it on just will alone.
I hate those fucking people.
You can't. Bro. I can't just sit
when they
here.
Just say speak it into existence.
Yeah.
Like, no, you got to do it into existence.
Yeah, if I could just speak it into existence, I would be in a mansion right now in Tahiti.
Right.
Ain't how it works, man.
Right. It don't work like that, and it's just like, I'm just sick of that shit, man. Where it's just like, yo, put some work in, dog, and see what you get. And it's like, you start putting in work, you do see little increments of progress. Now, the thing about it, a lot of people want like you at level 1, right? You get level 1 inklings, but they want level 7 right out the gate. Yeah. Then they want level 10. It's like, bro, it's going to take you a while to even get to 4. You know what I mean?
I was working out for a year before I got any muscle definition.
Exactly.
I thought it would take 2 months. For a year straight of me going to the gym, it took that long to build up muscle.
Exactly.
And I go, oh shit, and I was like, all right, well, I'm in for the long haul. Yeah. That's what it is.
Exactly, and that's what a lot of shit is, bro. It's just like, it just takes so much. Is this mine?
Yeah, that one's
mine. It takes so much fucking work just to make anything happen, bro. And it's just, I hate how they lie to people, bro.
It is. It's a lie, because once you come to it, they make the gap seem like it's unattainable. Mm-hmm. The gap to being healthy or happy or successful, and then they sell you some bullshit pill. All right, they sell
that makes you fart for a week.
Yeah, they sell you the thing that is going to make you feel good about being a loser and not putting in the work.
Exactly, right. And that just makes you more of a loser.
Yeah,
it makes you more lazy, more terrible work ethic and shit. You know,
they're the ones who tell you it's okay that you're a bum. It's society's fault. Is society fucked up? Absolutely, dude.
That's not even a question.
Is there a system put in place that is kind of like a boot on your neck? Yeah, but you get the fuck up and shrug it off.
Bro, it's just like this, right? It's like this. If I'm fucking starving, right? And somebody has a can of pork and beans just over there. But I gotta walk over a bed of nails to get there. But I'm gonna have to walk over the bed of nails. Yeah. Like, it would be better if I didn't have to walk over a bed of nails to get this can of pork and beans. But sometimes, bro, that's just what the fuck you're gonna do, bro.
Yeah,
you know
I can't
what I mean?
protest away the bed of nails.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter how many signs I make or how many chants I make.
And it's like, I remember this guy told me this shit, and it kind of stuck with me, right? He was a union guy, right? And he was trying to get me in the union, blah blah blah. I was 20 something. I was like, whatever. I'm getting pussy right now. I'm not thinking about the union, bro. And
what's a 401k?
Yeah,
man?
Right. It's funny. It was just like, but he was saying like, yo, there's problems. He's like, it's always easier to change something from the inside.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand. Is it's like when I see people like protesting, it's like, I get it. I get the energy, but it's like, that's not going to change anything, I don't think. Sometimes it does, but for the most part, it's like, these dudes are still going to be the piece of shit in their house. and still put the fucking laws they want to put in when they want to, and still would just be racist, be sexist, be all the ist out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's you got to be on the inside of something to even know how something works to change it. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is sometimes you get on the inside and then you become something you hate.
You transform.
You become something you hate, and that's a scary fucking thing too.
That's a fight, man. It's a fight of life. How do I maintain me in the fucking system?
and that's what back to, like you said, Hollywood, is that they portray that there's two things they portray that are just so untrue. Is that the good guy wins?
Yep.
And that a good guy is a good guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean when I say that, right?
Yeah. That
it's just like, yo, you can have a good heart and do good things and still do shitty things. Like, Martin Luther King, is he a bad person? No, but did he fuck bitches? Did he cheat on his wife? Of course. Like, okay, am I just not gonna celebrate MLK Day because he had a bad marriage?
Because a dude likes some ass.
Yeah,
man likes some orgies. The guy was fighting for civil rights. If he wants an orgy, let him have an orgy.
Dog,
okay?
I rocked for 40 miles today. I can't fuck a girl in my hotel tonight, dog.
I'm not his wife.
Right.
Okay, I don't care.
That's their business.
That's his wife. Dude, there's a group of people who do this. They're just miserable pricks who, whenever someone is championed in life, right, for doing something cool or good or special, they go through. And some people have worse secrets in their closet than others, right?
Right.
But
and you don't know who those people are until you hear about it.
They'll nitpick something to try and destroy that person
Legacy.
with this nihilistic attitude of life is just shit. It doesn't matter. All right, Voltaire, suck a dick.
Right.
And I've seen people do it with Gandhi, right? So Gandhi, most famous Indian in history, the guy had a non-violent way to get rid of the British.
Yeah.
All right. And then someone goes, dude, Gandhi used to have like young girls throw flowers on him and sleep in his bed. He never fucked them.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that weird? Yeah,
there was definitely.
Gandhi did some weird shit.
Right.
Okay, but also he did this other thing that was magnificent.
Was great too, right.
And that weird thing doesn't invalidate the other thing he did.
Exactly. And that's exactly what the point I was trying to make. Is just like, I'm sick of people acting like you got to be a fucking saint to do something good in life.
No, everyone is everything.
Right.
Even the baddest dudes did some good. Dude,
it's fucking great.
The Nazis banned smoking on trains.
Yeah.
I don't want people smoking on my train. I'm not going to throw that out because they came up with that idea first.
Where's those fucking art pictures that Hitler was painting before
he
became some magnificent art in some fucking way?
And then there's good dudes that sometimes do some fucked up shit.
Yo, dog, it's like, how could you not do something fucked up?
I think it's impossible not to.
Bro, and it's like, you know what a lot, especially like these great people, like, especially like nowadays, like the word celebrity is so convoluted, but people don't understand like a Martin Luther King, a Malcolm X, a Gandhi, a JFK, or all these people are celebrities, dog.
Yeah.
And they get the same perks as a fucking celebrity, bro. It's just like, you don't think when fucking back to MLK, when he walked into like some room, some bitch like, yo, that's Martin Luther King. I want to fuck him. He actually looks pretty good. You don't think that should happen to MLK?
Dude, it doesn't take much either. You need is even minor celebrity.
Yeah.
And there are women who will throw themselves at you
easily.
And it's
bro,
it's very
you've
tough.
Been at shows where girls fucked you because you were funny that night.
Yeah. And it's very tough to throw away shit that lands in your lap.
Right.
I cannot look for it.
Right.
But if it finds me, that's where the real fight happens.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Like if you're fat and you're like, hey, dude, all right, I'm not gonna go out to McDonald's. But if your girl comes home with a bucket of fried chicken, you go,
come on.
Oh no, oh man. Oh man, I'm fighting right now. I got all the will. There's just some popcorn chicken sitting right there, and you go,
a 20-piece and biscuits and shit.
Dude,
like, what the fuck am I going to do with that?
People have a boycott. I know a lot of people were angry at Chick-fil-A because they said the owner doesn't like gay people. But then I talk with gay people from the South that are like, yeah, if there's a chicken sandwich in front of me, I'm fucking eating it, dude.
But that dude's like super religious, though.
Yeah.
He's like super Christian.
Yeah, that's his deal.
And the Christian, that's part of
That's
the
his
Christian
deal.
religion.
Yeah,
Like,
don't go to his church.
yeah,
Right? Don't.
right. It's like, what the fuck you want? But he had to change it. You seen they're remarketing his whole shit right now.
Yeah, he's trying to be woke again.
Everybody
I think.
has to be now, and it's like, you think that shit will ever end?
Yeah, it has to.
I think it's ending.
I think it's coming around because people are just tired of it.
Because it's too much. It's like, it's too much, bro. Like, to think about every day, all day.
You know what it reminds me of, man? You ever been in a situation where you cheated on someone?
Yep.
And they hold it over your head in the relationship so
Yeah,
that you're
of course.
never at a point where you guys can be content again.
Yeah.
Something has been broken, and the fact that you've done this thing is just held there. And it doesn't matter what you do, it gets rubbed in your face.
And then after a while, it doesn't hold the same weight.
Yeah.
So you're like, all right, after a while, they say, get over that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know exactly
and
what
you're
you
like, it's like, you fucked someone on my birthday. And you're like, yeah, that was 10 years ago, bitch. Get the fuck, you know? It's like, what do you want me to do? And like, yeah, did you do something bad? But you're trying to repair this bad thing you did, and that person isn't letting you out of it. And
They're
you go,
not letting
look,
you grow.
if you don't let me out of this, I can't
Grow.
We can't evolve as a relationship.
Exactly.
And it's kind of our society where once you've done something, like the Louis C.K. thing, and these are the same people who tell me that jail is supposed to be about reform, not punishment, which is what I want it to be.
Yeah.
You want someone to reform.
You want somebody to be a better person.
Yeah.
You can't be a better person if you, like you said, if you just keep holding all the bullshit I did over my head.
If you hold it over their head forever, and then eventually they're going to see themselves as the victim too.
Yeah.
Because you're holding them to this thing that they're not even trying to do anymore.
Right.
Been loyal. Yeah, I did that thing 10 years ago, but I haven't done it since.
Right. That got to count for something. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just, there's no redemption. And usually the best things come out of redemption.
Yeah, they do. The redemption arc is that's every movie, man.
Yeah.
No one watches the movie about the guy who was great and just kept on being
Just
great.
being great his whole fucking time.
No one wants that.
That's a terrible fucking movie.
No one wants to read a book about a guy who was just, I was born rich and then I just became more successful and everything. And I'm a good dude and my wife loves me. And you go, man, where's the conflict in here?
Yeah, we need some kind of bullshit happening.
Where's the part where you're shooting heroin and smoking crack?
And that's what I'm like. It's like, and go back to being American. Why? Remember we used to be in love with a comeback story, bro.
Yeah, we did.
What happened to that, bro? Like, people don't even, like, a comeback story is the best story you can ever have, bro. Mm-hmm. We used to be like romantically involved with comeback stories, bro.
Yeah, Rocky was the thing, dude.
Bro.
It was every movie, every book was the dude who climbed over adversity and came up.
When Tyson got out of jail?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, dude, look at what Mike Tyson became.
Bro.
This dude is a philosophical man who hates who he used to be, who's being a better person. And I'm watching a podcast where he had two boxers on who were joking around but threatening to fight one another, old ass dudes. And he goes, nah, don't stop that, cut that out. Mike Tyson, a peacemaker.
Right.
All right? Now, does that excuse everything he did? No, but
Right.
Isn't that what you want, man?
Yeah, we want him to be a better Mike Tyson.
The alternative is people go, fuck you. You are this thing you did forever. And Mike Tyson stays a monster.
Right.
He doesn't become the good person.
Right.
There's no, Hollywood fucked us up thinking that there's heroes and villains.
Right. No, it's just people.
It's just people, man. And sometimes the dude you think is a villain is fighting for something he thinks is right.
Right.
Just doesn't realize it.
And then I was, and what people don't understand is, like, a lot of things are perspective. And you might be doing something you think is right, but to somebody who got another perspective, it might be the worst thing in the fucking world.
Absolutely, dude.
And that's what, like, I remember Patrice O'Neal said that. He said they let people destroy context too. It's just like there's no context to anything anymore. It's just like either you're good or bad, and that's the end of the story.
No, there's no, dude. You know what's funny? I literally had this conversation in my own head on the way over here. Where, like, I've talked about it before about issues with my old man, and
yeah, I think we talked about it last time.
I'm looking at some shit, that I'm at peace with it, and like I've had people around me go, "Oh, that thing he did, story I told or whatever, that's super fucked up, man."
Yeah.
I go, "Yeah, it sounds like an asshole." I go, "Yeah, but he also, it's like that's the violent part or the bad part is the interesting part.
Mm-hmm.
The part where my dad taught me to ride a bike or how to swim, or when I was being a pussy and afraid, and he goes, "You can do it.
Right.
I believe in you. You can do it."
And that's something that's sticking with you today.
That's all part of it. The bad shit and the good shit. And a lot of times, no one just wants to hear the good shit because it's not as interesting.
Right.
No one wants to hear that time where you go, I love you. I love you too.
Yeah.
They want to hear about that fucking violent time,
Bro,
dude.
dog. It's just like it's a gumbo of shit, dog. You know what I mean? Like it takes a lot of ingredients to make something good.
Yeah, it's like when you learn about history, what do you usually learn about? War and famine and slaughter and bad shit. No one's ever really teaching the time, oh, here's a period of all this time where there was mostly peace and people got along and were eating food. And things were good. And I was like, that's not a fucking movie.
Yeah, right.
Get that out of here, dude.
Right.
No one would have watched Braveheart if it was just Mel Gibson riding around just having fun.
Looking for problems that weren't there.
Just eating mutton and getting his dick sucked. You'd be like, what is this?
And I don't know, man. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to say I am uncomfortable in today's world, but I would say I would like it to be different.
So I had this realization of what is going on with our society, and every person I know, and these are people on in entertainment. These are just people who work regular jobs, are afraid of being canceled. Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. To
everyone is in a state of fear and anxiety, and you can't maintain a life or a country or a nation or a community like that is if you're in a constant state of fear. Like I have friends who I did like a travel thing. My friend goes, "Oh, I got to see every video before you put it up of me." I go, "I told you I was doing this when we were on the trip. Relax. I will, trust me, anything bad is going to be cut out. And there's nothing bad."
Yeah.
And I have other friends who are just petrified. And I go, "Dude, you're just an electrician, dude. There ain't nobody coming for you." There's a lot of people who exist in this hyper state of, or I'll put something out online. I put out a funny video recently, and I was kind of nervous about putting it out. Yeah. And I go, "Dude, what am I nervous about?
What are we doing now?
What can you take?" And it caused me to self-censor myself. And it wasn't, there's no law in place that says Mike Bain can't put this out. Right. But there was something in my head where I imagined one of those, those hyper warriors commenting, "Fuck you, I'm going to come for you."
Yeah. That bullshit.
It's funny, my cousin was telling me about some of his friends worked at this deli in Dorchester, and they got into a fight with these baseball players from UMass Boston and beat the fucking shit out of them. And, out drinking, shit happened. They were mouthing off. They didn't realize
the Boston shit.
Yeah, these crumb bums are a lot tougher than you are. Yeah. And they were outnumbered like 4-1, beat the shit out of all these dudes. They came to the deli and then complained to the manager, "These guys beat us up." And he goes, "What do you want me to do about it? They make sandwiches, dude. What are you gonna? I don't care that they got
turkey right now.
I don't care that they got in a fight with you.
What do you want? Like, you're gonna fight and you're gonna tell on me?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude, they went to this guy's their job to try and get these two guys fired, and it's like, dude, they're making subs. Yeah. What do you think this like? Is that what does my company need to check with the guy who makes a tuna sandwich first and go, "What's your morality, man?
Yeah,
what's your opinion on the minimum wage?
Yeah,
what do you think about transgender people? I can't let you make a meatball sandwich if you ain't down with trans people, dude."
But it's like, I know exactly what you mean. I'm trying to articulate it in the right way. It's like, why is like everything a do or die moment now? That's just how I feel like why do all, like, when, like, America was marketed as a fucking free thinking place. Yeah. That's literally like, if you read the brochure on America, that's what it is. Be whoever the fuck you want. Liberty, freedom, all that bullshit. And it's just like, now it's like, there's like one linear thinking thing. And if you stray this way or that way, you're just a piece of shit.
Yeah. I don't care what my delivery driver's thoughts are on gender.
Right.
I just want him to not spit in my fucking food.
Simple as that, bro.
Dude, just deliver my food.
I don't care that the guy that changed my tires just doesn't like fuck. I don't even care if he doesn't like black people, bro. Dog, to be 100% honest with you, like, and that's what they don't understand. Is like even these little people that they're attacking, these people have no influence on your day-to-day life, bro.
They ain't shit, dude.
And that's what people don't understand. Like most of your day-to-day life shit, you're in control of for the most part. You get to control what you react to and don't react to, bro. Now, if you find out that fucking, it's like this, right? You working at a place, right? You find out, it's like this. All right. Perfect example, right? Fucking this guy I work with, right? I used to work with. This dude is like mechanically minded. He's a fucking genius, bro.
Yeah.
Dog, right? Dog, I found out the dude's a Trump supporter. Am I gonna still not let him teach me how to fix something because he likes Trump, dog? You know, like, is that what? Am I gonna set myself up to not gain knowledge because this dude has one little view that maybe I don't fucking agree with?
Yeah.
It's not like he was running up in the Capitol. He just like has some Trump views, and he's like, okay, all right, that's what you think. I don't think that. We can still have coffee together, though. You know what I'm saying? I'll still buy you a fucking bagel if that's what it is. And that's what it is. Like, you got to be able to sit in a room with people who don't agree. It used to be a thing called empathy in this fucking, and it's like that shit is just gone,
and
bro.
You don't gotta like everything about them or everything they think.
Dog, like you, bro, me and you fucking, we have a lot of views that's similar. I'm pretty sure we got a lot of different, but there's probably really nothing you can really say that make me like, yo, fuck Mike Bain, dog. Yo, Mike Bain, dog, I swear to God, man, that fucking dude, man, he's a piece of shit, dog. Like, no, he's like, he just thinks something differently. That's called conversation. That's called being an adult. The way you grow up is gonna form how you fucking think about shit.
Yeah.
And you have to be, and the thing about it, what people don't understand is just like, the way you're brought up and raised in your environment is gonna really form how you think. And unless you have an opportunity to get out of that environment or think something that might not be wrong, you don't have the opportunity to even think anything else.
Dude, you're right, dude. When I moved to the country, when I went up to New Hampshire, I get country people now.
You understand why they think the way they think.
I never understood it, man. And everyone just goes, oh, they don't care about it. They're super like libertarian and independent minded. And I go, I get it. Because up here, no one does shit for you. I remember when I was up there and I go, oh, dude, when's trash day? I got to bring my own shit to the dump. There's no trash day. And I was like, oh shit, there's no street lights. Like if it's dark out, get a flashlight.
It's just
dark.
dark.
And I go, who plows my road? And they go, fucking you do, motherfucker.
All right, go get a truck.
Who shovels? Me. I was like, dude. I was like, oh, my toilet's not working. It's like, oh, that's because I got a septic tank. I don't just flush my dookie and it goes into the ocean.
Yeah, like no. You gotta go pump that shit out.
Dude, I don't get mail. I gotta go to the post office and get mail from them.
And it's like and shit like that. And it's like, and then you gotta think like I've been in deep New Hampshire, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers got guns. So when they see some fucking liberal motherfuckers, they get rid of guns. There's nothing else to do out here except shoot guns.
That's what we do, man.
You think I'm gonna get rid of? So of course they're gonna call you a fucking. Of course they're gonna call you a fucking hippie and think you're fucking stupid. It's like because you don't know like liberals have the hyper liberals I would say have the I won't say luxury, but they market things like everybody lives the way they do, and they're just choosing to do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That's how they pretend everybody are, but like people don't live like that, bro. You ever been in a coal miner miner town? You think they're fucking sitting there thinking about fucking gender neutrality out there, dog?
Dude, it's like I'm worried about my black lung.
Dog. And that's what people like. Everybody doesn't live the same, bro. So it's like some things are gonna work for some people, some things are not. You know what I mean? The things that are just obviously bad. Yeah, that's different. But it's like when you're talking about fucking regions and areas, everybody has different ways of thinking. And if we can't harmonize and at least on a human level, I'm not saying we got to be buddies and even hang out together.
Yeah.
But if I can't be in a room with you just because you think something different of me, that's a fucking problem.
It's just learning, dude. So I finally got my gun permit. And
I had a gun license when I lived in Louisiana.
Yeah, I had some guy give me this is a friend of mine goes, you're one of them, you become an extremist. And I go, what the fuck? What does that mean? Yeah, I want a fucking gun, man. Shit goes down. And some of these same dudes are like, can I come to your house if shit goes down? I go, I'm one of those dudes. Yeah. Except when it's time, when something weird happens.
People don't understand that shit.
And I thought, as a dude who grew up in the city, and like my dad had guns and shit. So, but they weren't as in your face in the city as they are out in the country.
Yeah. I lived in Louisiana. I know what you're talking about.
I realized once I had to go through the process of getting a gun permit in the city of Boston and going and buying stuff, it's not as easy as everyone made it out to be.
Yeah.
I can't buy a pistol in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Like, they won't let me bring it across state lines. They're going to mail it to a place in Mass. There's a whole thing.
And you got to pick it up and
It is not what I had been led to believe it was about how easy it was. Everyone was not completely ignorant and wild and just driving around shooting shit off. It's not.
It don't work like that, bro.
Yeah, once I was around it, I go, oh shit. All I had to do was just be around it. And now
that's just growth and you experiencing something that, like I said, you was put in position to grow and learn something. Because you're around different type of fucking people. And it's like people who are like, and we're fortunate enough like to be comedians. So we run into all walks of life all the fucking time. Bro, dog. I remember one time I fucking was on Dick Doherty's and the whole crowd was Amish, bro. Like real Amish people I'm talking about, bro, dog. And this is like, I would have never had the opportunity probably to hang around that many Amish people in my fucking life. So it's like, like you kind of like learn that people are different. Like, yeah, you got your thoughts and you make fun of blah, blah, blah. But it's like, yo, people are just people. Just whatever they're doing and what they're doing, that's just what they're doing.
I would have been like, it's time for that horse and buggy joke I've been working on. Dude, I've been
hairy vagina joke.
Hey, you know when your bitch don't shave her pussy?
You know when you get the swab and she don't want to use that shit.
You know when you kiss your kids using electricity?
You know when you trying to get some hay pussy. Yo, milking the cow.
Oh, bitches be trying to vote and shit.
Don't you hate when you're having your sixth kid? Exactly.
Shit. Dude. Hey man, I mean you gotta get out of that. Well, you just went to Florida, right? You finally gave yourself a vacation, right?
Yeah. That shit was crazy.
How was it?
It was dope. I went to Miami on Memorial Day weekend. That shit was nuts. It was
And this was your first vacation in
ever.
While?
As an adult.
Really?
As an adult.
How was it?
It was great, bro. It's just that mental not having to think shit. That was more the vacation than actually being on vacation, bro. You know what I mean? I was just chilling. I had my fun. Like I'm doing I chilled, but I also doing my little, your 20-year-old ratchet shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you go out, you're going to do something like stupid, like drink too much or
you get to recreate not caring, which is what, as you were saying earlier, there's nothing worse than looking at a 16-year-old who's trying to save the world and go, dude, you have your whole life for that. Yeah. This is your chance to not care and not have someone go, what are you doing with your life?
Right, exactly.
Right? Because when you do that shit when you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s, people are going to go, you need help, dude.
Right, exactly.
Like, why are you doing coke on a Wednesday?
Right. This is the type of life you live in?
Yeah, that's your chance to do that and not care. You can fix the world when you're a little older, man.
Yeah, right. You don't even know the world. You don't even know what the fuck the problems are to fucking fix. Yeah, so I was chilling. They had a hotel that was right by Ocean Drive and Collins Ave, which are the main strips in Miami. Mm-hmm. So I was right a 3-minute walk from there. That shit was dope. We was up in there. And I was partying. I went to a strip club. I saw Rick Ross in there.
Did you really?
Yeah, he literally was in there. He parked his fucking Rolls Royce right in the fucking front, and he just I was throwing some dollars. I probably spent a good $300-400. You know what I mean? Throw them in. I made a light drizzle. This motherfucker really that rain shit that they be talking about. Yeah. That shit's real, bro. When it's when they throw so much money in the air and it's falling for 30 seconds to a minute straight, where it's just dollar bills, and it's dog.
I saw that once at in Vegas at Larry Flint's Hustler Club, and I go, this is the best strip club I've ever been to. Yeah, because it was. Dude, people were having fun. It's not like a strip club around Boston.
Oh, Boston is. Oh, my.
Everyone's waiting to fight. It's just dude, come on, let's just look at some titties.
That one in
and
Miami
have some
was
fun.
perfect because it's dope. It was so big. You walk in there. Number one, they let you smoke weed in there. It's just.
Do they?
It was just complete. And it's that's what I love about sometimes when I go down south, where it's I'm in a strip club. why are there? This should be no rules in here right now. Like this naked, like it's fun because they had like the main. They had two main stages. They had like the main and the semi-main, but you could see both of them. Clubs packed. And these are beautiful. These ain't these skinny ass Boston bitches, bro. These are thick, nice beautiful.
That was my girls.
Oh my god, bro. And it's like everything, black,
Cuban
Spanish, everything, bro. And then these bitches, like some of them got real bodies, some of them got fake. So it's like they got the main shit there. Then you got these other whores just walking around trying to get table dances out of you. And these bitches are getting ass naked. It's not like you know that Boston show a little tit and they think that's $50. That's not a $50 tit, all right? You know, that might be a $2 tit at best. And these bitches are like bad and they're working for the money, bro. Like they're going hard. And it's like, and then the DJ's all into it. So he's like mad funny and shit and the whole thing. And then when Rick Ross came in, he made like a big thing about it. They had all the bottle girls. It was like that shit you see in rap videos. You're like, but you know, you're not a rapper, so you don't see that shit. And it was just like, it was dope.
There's something about going to a strip club where they actually strip.
Yeah, when they're stripping.
I remember, it might have been Rhode Island. I went to one, and I'm used to stuff with girls not even taking off their panties.
Yeah.
Or they don't show shit. You know, they just kind of dance around.
Yeah.
And this girl gets on, like, the stage in front of me and swings to me, spreads her legs.
Pussy
and just
out.
Bat wings her pussy.
Yeah.
Just opens it up, and I'm like, I think I can see an ovary.
Yeah,
Holy,
you can see, like,
tip. I'm about to stick these in there.
These bitches are showing pussy. It's like fucking, what's that Juicy J line? It ain't a strip club if they bitch ain't showing pussy. And that's literally what it is. It's like them bitches are showing pussy, all kind of shit, bro, dog. And like that weekend, we were just bugging. Like we went to the yacht. We fucking they did like there's this place in Miami called Star Island. Mm-hmm. It's literally where all the stars live. It's like a big thing. And we rented a jet ski. That was like my favorite part, the jet ski. Like I never had been on a jet ski. This shit was dope. Ate mad Cuban food, obviously, bro. Yeah. I just fucking acting crazy, bro. I was getting drunk, all kind of stupid shit.
You gotta do that.
Yeah, you have to.
I know as we've been saying this throughout like the podcast, but a lot of people been around with a stick up their ass, and you just gotta let it out. Just go
relax.
Go do your thing, man. I've been hit up by people, and I've done this too in this day and age of dating, where someone is having a panic attack about just fucking a girl. Dude, what if, call her up. Like, hey, someone called me up. Hey, this girl isn't texting me back, dude. You think am I going to get me too? And I go, what happened? He goes, nothing. We just got drunk and fucked, but she was drunk and I was drunk. What if, and I go, dude, it's okay. She's just busy. I was like,
she's an adult.
Yeah, but you know what? It's that hyper sense of anxiety that we're all waiting to get in trouble. Or maybe it was just
a one night thing.
Yeah,
maybe,
that too.
Maybe she doesn't want to talk to you again.
I mean,
maybe she's married.
I've been there too.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I've had those hookups where afterwards, sometimes you fuck someone and it isn't good, and you didn't match up, or she didn't like you, or the sex got weird. Yeah. You tried something. She goes, not that. Yeah. You know, you're like, I tried to put a thumb on her butt, and she's like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, all right, as long as we tried some shit didn't work, whatever. We got separate ways, but now. It's like
that little
people want like a written apology or
that one misstep could fucking just fuck you up real
bad. Punch you down, man.
Yeah,
he's gonna let loose.
Yeah, people don't know how to relax, man. And it's like it was like we was talking about I think we talked about this on the last time we was here. Is that the problem I see with a lot of people is that they let. It's just easy to say Hollywood and social media, but I'll just say society. Tell them what fun and enjoyment is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's you see this a lot in the black community where it's like you gotta be shining, nigga. Your shoes gotta be fly. If you ain't doing shit, nigga, get money. Fuck these broke niggas. You know all that fucking that rap shit you hear. And this is like, dog, like I was fortunate enough that my mom showed me a lot of shit as a kid, so I never really fell into that shit. I mean, granted, I still wear chains and like fucking Jordans and shit, but it's just like I know that there's other things that I can like and I don't feel bad. Like I was one of those first black kids that was in the anime, dog. You know what I mean? I was in the anime before like it became a big thing. Like I used to watch that shit all the time. Now, I wasn't running down the street doing that fucking weirdo Naruto run thing. Yeah, I wasn't doing that shit, but I was watching anime way before like it got popular, bro. You know what I mean? Like I was doing all kind of shit. I used to play computer games and shit. I was doing all that shit like before like like all this big shit happened. Me and my boy Dot was doing that shit, bro. And my boy Kyle, we was on that shit, like headset shit, playing computer game shit.
I did the same thing, dude.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I just want people to just change your perception on what the fuck your perception is, if that makes sense, bro.
I did. So I was the same way, dude. I used to go home and I was so excited to watch Toonami.
Toonami was
I'd
crazy.
sit there.
With that little robot dude hosting it. Yeah.
I think his name is Rob.
Yeah,
Rob,
it was like a simple name.
Yeah. And it was like, I'd sit there. I'd get like my frozen pizza ready.
Yeah,
I'm like,
your bagel bites.
Right? Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, fucking Tenchi Muyo. And then I'd turn on Gargoyles on
exactly,
Disney.
dog.
I had a ball. But I didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, it was
because
like
if anyone found out I was watching this, they'd call me a faggot.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly. Like I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and all that shit, bro.
And I found out everyone else was doing it.
Yeah, everybody. It was like a secret society.
Yeah, it was a secret thing that no one was admitting to. That we're all watching Dragon Ball together.
And it was crazy with me with the anime. Is like my shit went a little deeper because my boy's dad, he owned a movie store at one point. Mm-hmm. And they shut down. So my boy would have, like, in his background, he had tapes, like crates of just anime, bro. Like shit that, like Fist of the North Star. You ever seen that shit?
No.
Like Fist of the North Star, Devilman, like all that shit, like all this crazy shit that people probably don't even know now. I was watching all that shit, just like taking all that shit. I was like, this shit's fucking crazy, bro. Dude, you know what I mean? And
it's good when you can just... Like, the beauty of being an adult is being like, yeah, I like what I like. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
I was at the beach with my cousin, her husband, and, you know, they're living in the country, and he goes, you know, I know you're gay. And I go, what? He goes, you have a Hello Kitty backpack. And I had this drawstring bag I got in Medellin, Colombia, in the hood, dude. And it's good. And down there, they loved Jesus, the Joker from Batman, and
Hello
Dragon
Kitty.
Ball Z.
Oh,
so
for
it
real?
wasn't Hello Kitty. He just saw anime, and it's a picture. Like, and it's, dude, I love it. It's Master Roshi smoking a blunt in a Gucci suit with a tattoo of Krillin and Goku on his neck.
That's
just looking
dope.
gangsta as fuck.
Yeah.
I go, you don't know who fucking Master Roshi is?
Yeah,
and
you're
he goes,
fucking
no. I don't, dude, I'm a fucking rock this. I don't give a fuck, man.
Fuck you.
But as a young dude, I would have like...
That would have broke you down.
It would have broke me.
It would have broke you down. You would have had to defend your not gayness.
Yeah, I used to go to this convent for after school programs, right? Mm-hmm. I took every program I could just to get out of my house. Mm-hmm. And I took cooking classes. I took fake stock investing classes. Mm-hmm. I took engineering classes. I wanted to do homework. And on the weekends, we'd go and play computer games. Mm-hmm. We'd have these big nerdy LAN parties. And it was we were right next to the projects. So it was all these fucking like secret nerd kids from the inner city would go there and we'd play strategy games, StarCraft, Age of Empires, Command and Conquer. And I remember walking there with my little thing of computer games, and I was so afraid anyone would see me. Yeah. And two kids from my class in my neighborhood, were walking in the street, and it's this kid and his girlfriend. They know me, and I'm like 14, maybe 15, and they go, "Oh, what up, Bain? Where you going?" I go, "I'm just taking a walk." Yeah. And they go, "Where?" I just taking a walk with my thing, and they were like, okay, and dude, I was like, I'm not telling you where the fuck I'm going, man. You would have thought I was a dude cheating on his wife.
Right, the level of fucking.
So afraid to say I played computer games.
Yeah, bro. It was just, I know exactly what you mean, bro. It was like a secret society, like we said back in the day.
That's what like society is, with dudes just not wanting to admit that we laugh at offensive shit.
Yeah,
or even when people came at Trump for like the grab him by the pussy thing, I go, there's so many other things you can go after him for. Yeah. If he said that on air, that's one thing. He was talking with a dude about banging bitches, and you talk raunchy.
You talk about like your fucking bitches, bro.
Dude, the shit. And I remember explaining this to the girl I was dating at the time. She goes, men shouldn't talk like that. And I go,
to their friends?
If you hear the shit I say to my dudes,
you.
And it's just like when you get together as dudes, you let loose, man.
Bro, and you know what's funny? This is exactly why when you hang with your friends, you don't want your girl there.
No. Like
And the same thing with girls when they don't want their fucking boyfriend there when they're with all their girls and they get to talk about all the old dick they used to suck and all that dumb shit. Like guys do the same shit. It's just like when I'm with my boys and we just talk about old bitches and pussy and we tell sex stories and we just fucking insult each other for hours on end, and it's just like it's a great time, dog. You know what I mean? But
it's like I saw this. It's like when you go on a bachelor party, right? Mm-hmm. And someone invites people from the bride's family, and you go, dude, this is like there's gonna be bitches and drugs, and we are gonna act the fuck up.
Crazy.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah,
you can't.
Like, this is not what you.
Or if they bring a girl, I've seen bachelor parties that do that. And
I've never seen that.
I go, this is not.
This is not a bachelor party.
This is not how this works, man.
Yeah.
Like it's fine for people to have a space where they can do their shit.
Right.
And just have fun.
That's it.
Like, oh, those rednecks are off in the woods doing that. Well, yeah, that's what they do.
That's what they do. They drink moonshine and fucking do crazy shit.
Yeah, it's not like the dude just. I haven't seen anyone just driving down the streets of LA waving a rebel flag. He's off doing it in the woods, man.
Right.
Like,
Where the fuck you supposed to do that type of shit at, dog? He's
out,
not fucking cooking moonshine in Milton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, as long as he's off doing it, people can go do their thing with their people and just have fun.
Everybody has their recreation.
Yeah.
And some people's recreation is different from others. And whatever the fuck you do to cut loose, you got to let people do that shit, bro. Could you imagine, like, back to what we were talking about, imagine if they make guns 100% legal. What do you think all these people in Maine and New Hampshire and Texas, deep Alabama, what do you think they're going to fucking do? Go crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Gonna go crazy, bro. Like, people don't understand, like, yeah, when you look at guns, you see a mass shooting, you're like, oh, yeah, of course the first thing is we got to get rid of guns. But they don't know, like, guns is culture places. Like,
yeah, it is.
My granddad gave me this gun. He gave it to me. I'm giving it to you. That's like a thing. You know what I mean? Like hunting is bonding time for fathers and sons and daughters and shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take that away from people, bro.
No. You know what, dude? I actually kind of think this is part of keeping us divided as Americans, is you have someone in New York City, you're a gay dude in the Upper West Side, and then there's some dude in Alabama who's a redneck, and you like the way you live, and he likes the way he lives, and then someone comes in and tries to go, oh man, well, they shouldn't have abortion in New York, and then they go, well, they shouldn't have, I don't know, whatever the fuck they're doing in Alabama.
Yeah.
And it's two people fighting over the way the other guy should live. And it's like, no, have your law in your little place. Yeah. And if you like it like that, stay there. And that other guy can do his thing over there.
You just can't do that shit over here. It's just like fucking when you're a kid, bro, and you hanging around. It's like when you're a fucking kid, like, and you hang around your cousin's house, right? You know, like, you're a kid, you got things you can't do in your house, but you could do at your cousin's house.
Yeah.
You know, like, you got that fun cousin whose mom don't give a fuck.
Oh, dude, that's the best, man.
You know, it's just like, in the same thing, like, they got shit they could do there that they can't do at your fucking house. And that's just what it is, bro. You know what I mean? Like, there's different rules to different places, all the fuck, everywhere you go.
And you don't go to tell him what to do.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, it was like fucking, you know, we used to have a friend where his dad used to let us smoke weed in the house. So my weed smoking was like a thing I was doing for a while before people knew, because it was in the house. It's not like I was outside shivering, trying to hide it. I was in a comfortable of a house smoking weed, bro.
There you go, man.
There you go. Let's end it on that, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah. Dude, thanks for coming on again.
Thanks for having me, bro. This shit was great.
A lot of fun. Where can people find you?
_Cordova, Cordova. Everything is that same Twitter, Instagram thing. Jason Cordova, if you're using Facebook and shit. It's like, I always post my shows on there. So if you want to see me, you see me talking this rec shit, I got plenty of it to tell on stage. Absolutely. Jason's hilarious, man. I can't say that enough. Yeah. And he's definitely, I'm glad to see you coming up again too, man. Yeah, man. It's just good. It's a good ride I'm on right now, bro. Absolutely. Well, dude, thanks for coming on again. Yeah, thanks for having me, bro. Peace. Yeah.